Hey guys, it's Nick. Thanks for tuning into the Long Island War Gaming for Game 2 of Brawler Bash 2014. And this game is actually against another YouTuber, you could say. It's Lord Inquisitor. He has a channel. I'll link it in the description below. He only has a handful of videos. He got about 400 subs, but I think he's more popular on different forums because he used to do written battle reports. But you might have seen his army before. I know Anthony played a game against him this past Brawler Bash, but he's got the really cool converted Ogre army with the samurai theme and whatnot. So it'll be fun to see those models. And let's jump on into the game. So the cards that both of us ended up using was Broken Arrow, which is 500 victory points for having all of your Dispel Power Dice generating characters alive at the end of the game. This was the same one that my opponent used in Game 1. The special rule is your opponent will miscast on double ones the first round. So for magic, I end up getting Crack's Call and Warp Lightning on my two different level 1 engineers, so that should be interesting because my Grace here has Skitter Leap, which is a combination I don't use often, but I could Skitter Leap a level 1 engineer out and have him, Crack's Call, which would be fun. I have Pestilent Breath, which I really don't care for, but I've got Poison Attacks and Vermintide, so I don't know. Really, my magic isn't too great this game except for Crack's Call and Skitter Leap. And Warp Lightning, it'll help too. Here's a cool shot of the Iron Blaster, really cool, with the cannonball coming out. I like the guy's hat too, and the smoke coming up from the area where you light the cannon. So here's the battlefield. You know my stuff. The Doom Wheel and the Hell Pits are out on the front line also. Guard Runners will come in later, and let's take a closer look at what he has. Also, this is a Blood and Glory scenario, so we can deploy a little bit further up, and it's about breaking your opponent. So for the general, he has a Tyrant, Heavy Armor, Iron Fist, Sword of Striking, Greedy Fist, Dragon Helm, other Trickster Shard. So he's got the Slaughtermaster level 4 of Beasts. Guys runs Fencer's Blade, Glittering Scales, Dragon Bane Gem, and Crown of Command. For his heroes, he's got a Bruiser, BSB with the Rune Moor, a Butcher level 2, he has more magic. He's running a great weapon, the Dispel Scroll, and the Mask of E. And then a Butcher level 1 with more magic. So he's got all these heroes, which are going to take up the front ranks of his core units, which is 1 8 unit of Bulls, and the second one is 9 Iron Guts, and then 2 units of Noblars, no big deal. 3 units of Saber Tusks, 5 units of Man-Eaters with Brace Pistols. They also have the Flaming Banner, and they also have Poison and Stubborn. So these guys will be shooting at the Hell Pits for sure, because they're going to wound on 6s with Poison, and Flaming is just going to get right through. So they're made to kill Hell Pits. We have Mornfang, pretty standard, and then the 2 Iron Blasters. The guys on the right, those are the Man-Eaters. They look like Lead Belchers because they have those little Gatling guns, but those are the Man-Eaters with the Flaming Banner. The guys with the big shields are the Bulls, and the Iron Guts are the guys right in front of the cannons. So, Ogres get turn 1. The Storm Banner goes off, which is going to frustrate the hell out of them because those Iron Blasters really need to fire. So, here's the movement. The Mornfang coming around the building. Man-Eaters also. We got the Saber Tusk there in the forest. You can't see the Hell Pit, but he's going to try to redirect the Hell Pit so that the Mornfang can charge him. And that's it, really. The magic phase, nothing too crazy happens because his beast spells are all buffing, and so are the Maw spells. However, the Storm Banner is able to nullify the 2 Iron Blasters. They don't fire this turn. The Man-Eaters only roll up 1/6, which is a shame. I was expecting this guy to go down a lot quicker, but he takes 1 wound. And then we could jump on into Skaven turn 2 here. So my slaves, all the way to the left, move ahead. The Hell Pits go ahead. The Hell Pit to the right goes ahead and charges that Saber Tusk. The Doom Wheel rolls 1 inch short of charging the Bull unit, which would have been fantastic. But that's fine, I'm still there, I could zap some guys. So in Magic I try to do Skitter Leap and Crack's Call, but he dispels Skitter Leap and there's really no other spell I have in range. The bell doesn't do anything this turn either. The Doom Wheel is able to zap a few of the Ogre Bulls, which I'm happy about, but the rest of my shooting phase was kind of crap due to the fact that the Storm Banner didn't allow my cannon to shoot. So Ogre turn 2, Storm Banner still going. He goes ahead and charges the Doom Wheel. The Mornfang charged the Hell Pit, which I'm happy about. I'd rather fight the freaking Mornfang than get shot at by flaming poison pistols. The Iron Guts go ahead and charge that Rat Dart, which I'm fine. I'm not sure if he's going to overrun. Probably not, because then he'd show the flank to me. But yeah, slowly chapping him up. One of the the two Saber Tusks go into the Rat Darts. I didn't really see that coming. I was saving those Rat Darts to go deal with other redirecting and getting the Iron Guts to where it needed to, so I can charge them. But yep, so he's going to eat up those giant rats. In the magic phase, he gets Whistons off on these guy. I'm not sure if I tried to dispel this or not, but this ends up being a really good play because it's not really about getting the strength and killing the giant rats. It's about just deterring me from charging him the next turn, which I kind of wanted to do because all those Storm Vermin against the Iron Guts with whatever heroes are in there, I don't really care. It would have been great, but now I really can't get away with it because toughness 5, I don't know. It's still a long charge too. But if I did make it, I'd still be hitting on 3s, which would be nice, but then he goes ahead and steals the deal with Cursive Honor here, so I'm not going to be charging those Iron Guts for sure. The Iron Blasters, both of them still don't fire, which is excellent. The Nobblars throw some shiny stuff at the Hell Pit and somehow do 2 wounds. This I didn't get. And like Lord Inquisitor was freaking out because his Iron Blasters weren't shooting, and I had a good start to the game. And it's -2 to hit this guy, but somehow they squeeze some hits through, get some wounds in, and get 2 wounds on the Hell Pit. I don't know. I don't get it. The Hell Pit takes a wound from impact hits, but once it comes time to fight, he's got a higher initiative, so he just slaughters the Monfang. And here's some terrible placement on my behalf because the one Saber Tusk is stuck fighting the giant rats, but the other one eats the giant rats on the flank when it charges and overruns into the Warp Fire Thrower, which just huge error because I really needed that Warp Fire Thrower because a nice placed template would really kill some ogres. So Skaven turn 2, the Storm Banner finally ends. The Hell Pit goes ahead and makes a charge versus these guys, but falls short 1.5 inches, which really sucks because now I'm just going to totally get lit up. Over here, you can see that the 2 ogre units have reformed. I didn't really say it, but of course they killed the giant rats in the Doom Wheel. And my Hell Pit tries to run into the Iron Guts and fails, which sucks. The slaves didn't charge the Nobblars, but I probably should have made that charge just to clear those guys off. I don't know why I didn't do it. The other slave unit to the right here moves up to start getting in the way of the bulls. So Engineer pops out so he can shoot the Doom Rocket. And the Stormvermin are just chilling back because I don't want to get them close to the bulls and the guts at this point. So for the magic phase, I was able to get Skitter Leap off for, look at this. If I can get a nice line here with Crack's Call, I can get like 6 guys, maybe 7, but he blocks Crack's Call, so this guy's now over there all by himself. And there's a Hellheart, which I kind of forgot about, but man, I had to do this because if I can Crack's Call these guys off the field, that would have been great. The lightning cannon shoots the Iron Guts, and they go ahead and roll up strength 8, which is great, so I can kill 3 guys, but I only kill 2 because I roll 1 with wounding, so that blows. And in combat, I lose my warp lightning cannon, and these rats decide to break from panic. So Ogre turn 3, he goes ahead and sends the Iron Guts into the Hell Pit. And for shooting, nothing really happens in magic, but for shooting, we get some shots fired off finally with the Storm Banner gun, and first target is the Bell, and we go ahead and kill the Gracier, which sucks. It's what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But I am now broken in terms of Blood and Glory, so he breaks me first, and he gets 1,000 points, which is good for him. And that's when I remember maybe I should start shooting at his general with my lightning cannons. I don't know why I had the wrong priorities. The good thing is he does 1 wound to the bell, I guess, if that's a good thing. So the bell actually rings, and I get a free Scorch, and I go and kill some Nobblars with Scorch. So hey, hooray! And those Nobblars run away, and Nobblars don't cause panic to each other. And no surprise here, the Hell Pit falls. And the Hell Pit falls over here, but not without killing a whole bunch of Iron Guts. I should have killed more. I really should have. I only killed 2 guys, but I dished out some wounds to some of his heroes, so that sucks. So things were kind of going Lord Inquisitor's way until the Hell Pit decides to come back with 6 wounds. 3 inches away from the marker, on his flank, and it's going to be my turn now. So at this point, he was a bit frustrated, so you know what? We took a break, we got ourselves some drinks, and then we returned to the game here. In which case, it's my turn. Given turn 3, the Gutter Runners decide to show up, so I'm going to be poison slinging these guys, and I'm going for poisons because they're in a forest and multiple shots and whatever. So I do not do any other charges at this point because I have a free turn with the Pit Abomination, and the bulls with this shields, they have a character wall in there, and I don't have an answer for that right at this moment. I want to take some more shots at it with the lightning cannon and do some warp lightning into the unit to kind of dwindle it down. So the storm vermin just kind of sit put at the moment, and these slaves are just going to go clean up the Noblars. In remaining moves, though, I do move the storm vermin up to kind of protect the bell unit where my 2 casters are and my BSB. I do some warp lightning onto the iron blasters and I do a few wounds. The Pit Abomination does go ahead and just destroy all those guys, which kills like a level 1 and a level 1 caster, I think. There's a level 1 caster in there, so he can no longer get his 500 points from his objective card. I already can't because I freaking lost my general. So yeah, but I go ahead and overrun on into the bulls, which I'm feeling good about. I really am. But his reaction is to charge both Iron Blasters in there, which is not good because at least I have my regen, but he's going to start hitting me before combat happens. With my initiative 4, he's going to get 2d6 impact hits in, which is scary. And to make things worse, he gets magic off because I don't have level 4, so he gets Bull Gorger onto one of the Iron Blasters, and then he gets Pelt onto the Bull unit. And I believe he casts it onto the Tyrant more specifically, who makes way and ends up, doing plenty of damage to the Pit Abomination anyway. So he dies. I'm not able to kill an Iron Blaster. I focused all my attacks onto an Iron Blaster because I figured, hey, I can't kill the Bull unit and I can't kill the heroes that I'm touching. So why not frickin' go for some points? And I still failed because I took a bunch of wounds on impact and that was it. And then what I wasn't really anticipating was an overrun into here. I was kind of okay with the way everything was going because I figured, hey, my lord will get in with the storm vermin and we'll have to kill some heroes and, take some time doing it. Then I'd get a flank charge. But now that his freaking artillery is in combat and he gets a 2d6 impact hits, that's going to kill a whole shitload of storm vermin. And into Skaven turn 4, I have to move my bell unit all the way up over here so I can now get a flank turn. Next turn, if Skaven are still alive in Skaven turn 5, because at this point I got a freaking bull unit going to be charging in the next Ogre turn. The Bonebreaker Lord totally whiffs. I am not able to finish off any of the 2 Iron Blasters. I didn't expect to kill the one on the right, but I figured with the combination of the Storm Vermin, the Red Ogre, and the Lord, I could kill the one on the left, but nope. You can see all the way off to the far left, the slaves are just chasing Noblars. So the engineer in the far is running. He is never going to rally at leadership 5, and there's a Saber-Tusk still running away too from something, I don't know. So we go into Ogre turn 5. I still have plenty of Storm Vermin, but without a level 4, all these spells get off. On around here, Wissens and Bulgorger or something, so yeah, it's a mess. So this is the end of turn 5 for Ogres. I've got even less guys left. So Skaven turn 5, I make that flank charge in. The Gutter Runners are getting nothing done. There's still 3 Man-Eaters left. So over here, I killed the 1 Iron Blaster. The Lord is no longer in combat with anything because I killed Iron Blaster on impact hits, but I always forget how this shit works, and I just took my opponent's word for it, that I've now fought my way out of combat, so I guess I'm not in combat anymore with the bell, so kind of affected what combat reses I did and didn't get. I don't know. Nonetheless, the freaking Storm Vermin break and run away because the heroes and whatnot were able to do plenty of damage, but I'm not quite sure how things should have worked out. Should I have overrun? Could I have overrun? Because I lost to combat, but these guys technically killed the combat that they were in. But either way, this is how it works out. There's a few heroes left. And then on Ogre turn 6, they just go ahead and charge it and kill the bell, which is, expected, but oh well. So the unit ends up sticking just because the BSB's in there and he focused the bell down for points. I'm actually stubborn on leadership 9 rerollable, and then we go into my turn and nothing else really happens. So this was kind of an upset of a game because I went in pretty strong, and this is what I was afraid of. I was going to do fine in the early game, my toys were going to die, and then I just couldn't seal the deal. And this is the second game that I'm dealing with, all the different powerful heroes and whatnot that are hard to take down. But the thing is, even my opponent was super frustrated. Like, yeah, I know I gotta help it back, and that's cheesy to begin with, but like nothing was going his way, and I can't remember everything, but all of his rolls were shitty. Some of the things he was trying to do just weren't working out. But Lord Inquisitor pulls it out at the end, and let's go see how the points work out. So I walk away with shit points. I really do. I get one butcher, like all of his core, some saber tusks, his Mornfang, and an Iron Blaster. That only walks away with 1,300 points because he has like 1,200 points in heroes that I was unable to kill. Which, what are you going to do about it? I didn't kill his general, I didn't kill his BSB, I got one banner. I technically should have gotten two, I think, because both of his Noblar units had, but, whatever. I didn't kill anyone in a challenge. I didn't get my bonus for my casters staying alive because they both died. He broke me, so I didn't get any of that. I never broke him, so I got nothing. So I walk away with 1,300 points. Ugh. He's able to walk away with 2,800 points from shit that he killed. He got my general, he got my BSB, he got two standards, and he broke me first. And he got 1,000 points for that. So he actually walks away with 4,000 points, which is nuts. Props to Lord Inquisitor here. I actually thought I was doing well in the beginning, and he openly admitted it like halfway through the game. He's like, I can't win this game. But that's Warhammer for you. It's dice and it's random shit, especially when you have rats on the field. It's even more random. So what are you going to do? But Lord Inquisitor goes ahead and I think plays um, Anthony in either round 3 or maybe it's round 4, but he ends up placing pretty high up there too at the end of the tournament. But nonetheless, it was fun to play somebody that I kind of knew already, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.